happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
And our honored dead gave their lives to stop the advance of the Nazis, didn't die in vain. Where then is the road to peace? Well, it's a simple answer after all. You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay, there is a point beyond which they must not advance.
In the fall of 2008, I moved to Washington, D.C. Fearful of living in the shadows of a city so rich with American history, I remained in the comfort of my small apartment, too afraid to brave the city alone. However, I had a goal that I was determined to reach. One thing has been true for every city I've lived in or visited: cities are alive. They're living, breathing entities, and every living thing has a heart, a central organ that pumps life into it. I needed to find what makes the heart beat here. But how would I find it in a city of such wealth, intellect, power, and history? A city that's famous for the Million Man March, where Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech.
My poor little children one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Where John F. Kennedy spoke those famous words during his inaugural address.
Which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
In the midst of all this, here I was. Thus I began my search, though at first with little success. The architect Hugh Newell Jacobson said, "When you look at a city, it's like reading the hopes, aspirations, and pride of everyone who built it." I believe this to be true of Washington. The city was built by people, the city is run by people. So, the heart of the city must be within the people. It seems simple enough. But in a few short months, I grew weary of work and the bleakness of living in cramped quarters far removed from the promises of opportunities DC afforded. But on a cold spring night in late April, I met someone who completely changed my perspective. From that point on, the city became a vast ocean of possibility and excitement. I became motivated to try new things, new foods, and most importantly, meet new friends. I've heard it said that one event can change a person's life forever. For me, it was a series of extraordinary events that shaped me into the person I am today. And just like I arrived, one hot summer day in August, almost 2 years after living in DC, I left. But with me, I took the memories of the people I met, the friends I made, and the experiences we shared. If absence makes the heart grow fonder, then presence makes the heart grow. So in retrospect, while searching for the heart of a city, I found mine.